Last month, during the State of the Nation address, William Ruto promised that this month the government of Kenya would make its first partial payment on the Eurobond debt. Listen to William Ruto before we continue.
President William Ruto says Kenya will have an early partial settlement of the 304 billion shilling Eurobond that matures in June next year, with a plan to settle $300 million or 45.6 billion shillings next month. As he delivered his first State of the Nation address in line with Article 132 of the Constitution, the president said the move will ensure the country is not in default, since the Eurobond is one of the single largest loans procured by the government of Kenya.
The situation have yielded such progress that next month, in December, we will be able to settle the first Kenya shillings $300 million or 500 billion Kenya shillings installment of the US dollars 2 billion Eurobond debt that falls due next year. I can now confirm with confidence that we will and we shall pay the debt that has become a source of much concern to citizens, markets, and our partners.
Yes, that was William Ruto speaking last month during the State of the Nation address. And he made it very clear and even confirmed to Kenyans that this month of December, the government was to make its first partial payment on the Eurobond debt. December is almost gone. Nothing has been paid. If you look at Business Daily today, it carried a very interesting story on that. Business Daily. Kenya makes U-turn on early shillings 47 billion Eurobond payment. State takes a backseat to allow lead arrangers guide buyback. Kenya will not pay the first installment of its $2 billion Eurobond loan in advance this month as earlier planned, with the government now awaiting advice from the lead arrangers on a new date next year. If you go through that story, Business Daily is reporting that the Kenyan government has made a U-turn and is now not paying that loan in December as had earlier been planned. So technically, William Ruto's promise has once again failed miserably. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to see for themselves what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. There is a very big problem with William Ruto. Every promise or pledge Ruto makes ends up failing very badly. There are so many promises, so many pledges he has made that have all failed. I can't remember on any promise Ruto made that has actually come true. What does that mean? It's either William Ruto is taking Kenyans for fools or William Ruto is not okay. And this is something I keep on repeating in this forum because the rate at which these promises are failing is now alarming. We still remember the recent promise on El Nino and how William Ruto flip-flopped on the issue. We still remember again the promise mtungi ya gasi ikifika June itakuwa inauzwa kati ya 350 na 500 Kenya shillings. All these are open promises William Ruto made boldly and very clearly to Kenyans, which all failed. Ruto is taking Kenyans as fools. Ruto is not okay. He might be a born pathological liar who sees nothing at all in lying. There is no problem in lying according to William Ruto. It might be possible Kenyans are not understanding William Ruto. Ruto's integrity in this case is clearly questioned, and I won't be wrong to say once more that Ruto is not fit holding a public office. And as patriots, as true Kenyans, we must consistently remind our people that the person we have as our president is not fit holding a public office. So Kenyans should know that well in advance, and they should know that very, very clearly. Ruto is not fit holding a public office. He does not meet the threshold on leadership and integrity. And if some Kenyans don't see anything wrong with that, then as a nation, we are sinking. As a nation, we are sinking. And it's upon Kenyans now, as they go to the next election, or the elections that will come, they must be very, very careful on the integrity of leaders they elect into these public offices. I strongly believe that integrity should be the first consideration before Kenyans elect any leader. A leader of integrity will strive to accomplish or to fulfill on the promises and pledges he or she makes. A leader without any integrity at all will make a promise, but if he or she will see nothing wrong in not fulfilling that promise. And that's exactly why Ruto can afford to lie repeatedly, and he sees nothing wrong in lying and lying and lying. And I won't be wrong again to say that Ruto campaigned on that basis of lies and propaganda, and he still has to use that strategy to sustain and to maintain his rule. Lying is part of William Ruto sustaining his rule. During the State of the Nation address, Ruto knew very well that he was going to lie to Kenyans, and after 1 or 2 days, Kenyans will have forgotten what he talked about. Very few have got this opportunity to actually know that this Eurobond has not been paid in December, as William Ruto did promise about 1 month ago. It might be possible that out of 100%, those who listened to William Ruto last month, 70% are not aware, 70 or 80% are not aware that he has actually not fulfilled on that promise. So that's basically how this government operates. It lies in broad daylight, knowing very well that very few Kenyans will actually understand or know that they were lied to. So this is a government that came to power on the basis of propaganda, and it's just using that propaganda to sustain its rule. And Ruto is not stopping anytime soon. He's still going to lie and lie and lie. So it's up to Kenyans to decide whether they want to continue with a lying president or whether they want a leader of integrity. It's up to Kenyans to make that decision. Let me stop it there. In case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any other person who may want to support this forum, contact me through that number below. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.